Sit here in front. Let's come so that everybody. Please be seated. It's already become. You see, the sun has gone behind the. Just come this way a little bit and also they could be. No, you are all right. Seeing all of them could be. You could remove the table if you like. Yeah. You could come this way. Ah. So we have a very nice place for us to come to and to be in the nature. As they say, far from the madding crowd. It's very good for meditation and for enjoying your being within. As I have already told you in New Zealand, that the whole thing is ruined because of money orientation. Money has become so important. It has gone to the other end, so much so that it has created a very paradoxical culture. Certain things I've been reading and I've been really shocked. The other day I read that 2 children killed their parents, machine gunned them in Pennsylvania, because the parents were very kind to them and they developed a feeling that they are nice to us because they want to kill us. And so they went and killed. I mean, imagine the psychology. How this psychology is built with children, why they become so perverted. When we have hopes from children now, not from the old people so much, who are already not coming to SahajaYoga and who do not see the point. But the children, if they develop this kind of a funny psychology, it's such a paradoxical thing to live in. All sorts of things you hear about rape, this, that, you are shocked. I mean, the way the whole society is moving and is accepted by everyone. They have to accept, there's no way out, as if that's the pattern of life. They said that they did some resistance, they put some resistance, but it didn't work out, and the laws were such that these children were left out, saying that they were innocent or something. And also the 3 ladies who murdered their husbands also are left out, because they gave explanation as to how their husbands were treating them, just like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde style. And all that, you see, shows that there is too much violence apart from money. And that money begets violence, I think. Because if you want money, you don't get it, you feel frustrated. The whole thing is logically boiled down to the point that why shouldn't I have it? And they go into violence. They think it is some sort of an injustice to them. Everywhere you find this kind of thing. Another is the power orientation, like now in South Africa. Of course, these white people have already tried their level best to begin with to teach them how to divide. That's very common. And also the people, native people are stupid, like in our country also, that they started fighting. Muslims, it's very easy to excite them. So now they have two lands separated. You can call it as Pakistan and another now as Bangladesh. Also we have a land called Ceylon, Burma. They were all connected with one country. All these countries have become very poor and there's no democracy, very corrupt. Compared to India, they are nowhere. What was the advantage of separating them? Nothing. But it was the British idea that they should divide. Somehow they divided people to rule. And when they divided, the division went very deep into it. And when they left also, this division existed. It's very difficult now to understand even India is very precariously, Ruman, where is it gone? It's asking for a handkerchief. Is so precariously placed that now we have people from Bangladesh who have come to our country. They are settled down nicely, they have become voters, and also they are like the fifth column. As yesterday or day before I read that there was another explosion in India. So it's going on like that. Some violence is there and one has to pay for it. The worst is South Africa, where my attention is now, is very badly affected. Very badly affected. All the people are killing each other, and also the whites are in danger and they are running away. They overdid it. They should have gone from there long time back. But first they divide and then they depart at a time when both or 3 or 4 communities are at daggers end. That's the time they leave. We had such a bad... Pakistan was created when I was in Pakistan. I saw in my presence a person being stabbed. So very, very mad ideas people have, that they can kill now anybody whom they call as enemy. And how the enemy comes in is the problem. How they become enemies, on what grounds they become enemies, one can't understand. So it's not only religion but also race. Races, this race is better, that race is better, all these funny ideas they had. SahajaYogis have to understand that whatever races you were, now you have come up higher. Now you are in the kingdom of God. And here you are SahajaYogis. You are no more any special race. We are SahajaYogis. We have really ascended higher and higher. And I've seen when... It's too good. That one simple one. Alright. So when they go to that height, that level of achievement, they have to know, the SahajaYogis have to know, that we are here to cure this world. We have come here at a time when it's really in a mess. Now if you are with your ego and this, you cannot see this. You will not be concerned, you will have some special ideas about everything. You will not have a natural concern for what is happening in the world. Where are we going? Human beings as a whole, you cannot think. If you have ego, then you think, oh, this is nothing. And you can get over it. Nothing can touch you. Whatever is happening, whatever is so dangerous, and also whatever is your responsibility, you will never have the feeling, the concern. Because you are covered with ego and you have certain ideas. So what I felt was that the SahajaYogis have to get rid of their egos. Very important. Otherwise they cannot grow. See, the sensitivity has to move towards everything, not only towards nature, towards beautiful things that are in the world, but also the ugly things that are happening. One has to be sensitive to see now what's happening, what's going to happen to our children. Are they going to take to drugs? Are they going to take to alcohol? Are they going to take to bad ways of life? Also, are they going to be rude, unkind, and ego? Again, are they having ego in them? Because this progeny is the one which is going to say. So attention should be that our nonsensical ideas should go. Now this racialism has brought so much sin on this world. You can see it when you go to Argentina or you go to Chile or to these places. You can't find one aboriginal there, not one. Only if you go to Colombia and you go to Bolivia, they are there. And they are such nice people, such innocent, simple people. To think that millions were killed by these stupid white people, I mean, I can't understand. And these sins are now working on them, especially Americans, the way they are consuming their drugs. From where? Bolivia. All this ego that we've advanced so much, what is the advancement? Taking to drugs, this is your advancement. Taking to diseases which are absolutely incurable, very low level. So many funny diseases that are in America that I really don't know how to combat it. And it's coming through their ego. What's wrong? What's wrong? They'll go on saying like that. What's wrong? This ego business has to be somehow or other tackled. If you cannot tackle your ego, you cannot grow in SahajaYoga. It's very important that you have to grow in SahajaYoga. And for that, this Mr. Ego must be controlled. Now let's see how the ego comes in. Is the reaction. Is from your conditionings only you react. Now you are told from childhood, supposing you are great and you are white and you are this, that goes into your head. It doesn't come to you that what these whites have done. Then it can be that like in India, you see we have caste system, which is absurd. We cannot have caste because said that in everybody resides the spirit. It has been shown by so many, like Sri Rama took fruits from a lady who was an aboriginal, who had tasted all of them with her teeth. And he enjoyed them. Sri Krishna's life was written by, Vyasa was an illegitimate child of a fisherwoman. So how could they believe in caste system? It's disappearing in a way, but it has entered into now politics. Other things are, you see, which are more shocking to me is this, that women in the West or men in the West think they should be attractive to 100 men or 100 women. What's the need? Just think of it. You are walking on the street. Maybe people are attracted towards you for something. Maybe some booths, you see mutual attraction, maybe, most of it. But even if you are attractive, what does it matter? What's the use? Wasting so much time, so much money, so much everything, and people feeling that we are very attractive. But what's the use? I still don't understand. You go on the street, you are very attractive. Alright, so there are 10 people looking at you, so what? So what? You are like a show. You are like a showroom that's going about. But at least showroom is better because there are things to sell. What have you got? Nothing. This concept itself shows such stupid mind that they think they are advanced. I think they are absolutely retarded. So much money is wasted, spent in the shops, this, that, and what do you get? Women have no time for children and the husbands have no time for their wives. All the time wasting their energy in stupid pursuit. I still don't understand. If you look at the nature, you feel so satisfied. The best thing is to look at the flowers or the children. They're so sweet. Why should you raise your eyes higher than 3 feet? I don't understand. What you enjoy is the beauty, and the beauty with innocence are the children. If you see the children, you see the beauty. You see in them the innocence shining. Instead of that, you are looking at everyone, how many are looking at you. There's no ticket even for that. You don't get any money out of it. What is the use? This is beyond me, really, I can't understand. But the other day I was reading in the newspaper that it's difficult to define the best man. He should be attractive to all the women, he should be this and that. I said, is that the quality of a best man? And what will they make in life? See, are they like Mahatma Gandhi? Are they like Christ? Are they like Buddha? Nothing. What are they going to contribute to the society? What are they going to contribute to anything whatsoever except for stupidly moving like a very handsome or a very beautiful woman? So what? And something is going to happen to all of them, I tell you. This Michael Jackson now is fallen into trap. And you know, our Dr. Wells has treated him. I don't know what Dr. Wells must have told him. Then this Elizabeth, this, all of them, they are worth nothing. They have done no contribution to the society. They have done no contribution to their family, to their children, to no one. What have they done? Given bad ideas to others, given wrong ideas to others. They have misguided the people. The media is like that. The newspapers worst. But worse than that is television. And worse than that are these so-called celebrities. You see, stupid things as they are. They are so stupid, these cinema actors and actresses. There's nothing to know about their life. It's all right, like a radio. They are good at acting, that's all. What have they got? But they bring the fashion, they bring everything, and we start following them. They are your ideals. What are they going to be? In America, say for example, we can say George Washington. Right? We have so many people like that. But what have they done? This is what we have to find out, the criteria. And what are we going to contribute ourselves? The best way now is to see that you reduce all these false ideas about race, religion, beauty, this, that, and bring it to reality. Whosoever meets you or you talk to them and who is related to you in any way, wherever you are, you have to show them that there's nothing in this kind of an ugliness that is within us. It's real ugliness. See, Abraham Lincoln was such a great man who created this theory of freedom and of democracy. But he was a lanky-panky man and not so good looking. His wife hated him because he was not a good looking man or something. But what he has done for the whole world, even Gandhiji, you would call him a very ugly looking man. All kinds of people you will call them only ugly. There's no beauty inside them. then they call themselves beautiful, and those who have beauty inside are called as ugly. It's the inner beauty. This inner beauty gives you the shine, the everything on your face also. And also your work, what you have achieved, what you have done. So we come to SahajaYoga to see what we have done for SahajaYoga. How much we have been able to help SahajaYoga. Only just we think about ourselves, some of them are, married life is not alright, this thing, that thing. I mean, this is something one has to understand. You are a person whom Divine has chosen to do something extremely noble, extremely important. While what are we doing? We are again getting into this mad world which is so paradoxical, which is so stupid. So you should see, where are we? I am not saying you all should become sadhu babas and go and sit in the Himalayas, not that. But you should be sensible, logical. And see for yourself what you got. You've got so many powers. We are Yogis. And you should never yield to all these horrible things that have existed and are still existing, and they are worse. So you can pull the whole society. You can really save this society. It's a big responsibility. You are intelligent people, you understand things. But sometimes I feel you do not assume your powers because of your ego. Don't assume. First thing is to be humble. If you are humble down, then you will start seeing yourself clearly. What's wrong with you? Once you start seeing yourself, then you will know, this is not Sahaj, this is not Sahaj. Everything will change once you get to it. So first thing is to humble down. Now people will say, how to humble down? Well, it's even easier than brushing your teeth, I tell you. I don't know how to tell them how to humble down. First of all, there should be no anger or temper. I never get angry, never. I have to make up myself before I tell them I have to be angry, I have to show I'm angry, I have to say this, say. I try myself and tell myself so many words that I have to say this. Forget all of them, most of them. Just can't do it. I mean, I don't know how to shout and scream and call names and abuse. I've never abused anyone in my lifetime. So, this is what one has to understand. Like somebody said, but call the spade. Spade is to be called a spade. Why are you calling? That person who is should know. Why are you calling him spade? Are you alright? So it comes by our attention outside, not inside. We don't see ourselves. If we start seeing ourselves, we'll humble down. And humility is a very beautiful quality. It's a very beautiful expression of one's being. Of course, in modern times people might think, oh, they are weak. Let them say what they like. You enjoy your virtues. You enjoy being that. It's not humility means you start crying, weeping, nothing of the kind. But it's the greatest way of enjoying life is through humility. This you can achieve just by introspection. That what am I proud of? What have I got? Why should I be proud? Why should I be rude? What is the need? Just go on asking questions to yourself. And it will be very easy for you to find out the answer. So I've come to this beautiful place here now, and I just watch how the nature has grown so beautifully. Place is given to every leaf, every tree has got its own spaced out area where it stays, and it receives the blessings of the whole nature. the rain and everything. It's so beautiful, and there's such a big rapport with the nature and the divine. As we can also have it. Only thing, we have to know that we are the instrument of God. When we are the instrument, we should not have our angularities, we should not have these wrong ideas. Might be your parents might have gone. Might be somebody must have given, the society. But no, you saying the society has given me the thing. No, you belong to the new society of SahajaYoga, which is worldwide. It's so beautiful, so loving, so kind. And you should feel relaxed there, absolutely relaxed, because you belong to this great community which is all over the world. Only thing one has to think, how much I can do for SahajaYoga. What can I do? What have I done so far? Have I worked it out or not? In the same way as people think about making money, making this, making that, you have to think about making punya, good deeds. That's very good, because that is the one that is really blissful and it works out. I must say the Param Chaitanya is really working very well. It is really making everything so smooth and nice and helping. I'm really surprised the way it communicates. Like the other day, some girl was sick in the hospital and they said she has meningitis. Today she is out. It all works out. It works out because Param Chaitanya is now active. It is Kruta Yuga, or I should say the Satya Yuga is coming. But you are the people who have to nourish it, to give assurances that yes, we are working for it. Otherwise, if even there's a big potential for everything and there's no channelizing, it will not work. So you must meditate. Meditation is very important. Every one of you should meditate. 5 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes, 15 minutes in the evening. And then what you can do, after doing all that meditation and everything, try to keep your attention in the center. When you see something like this, you should be able to go in thoughtless awareness. There should be no thoughts. Watch everything without thinking. So joy-giving it is to be in thoughtless awareness. So try to establish that thoughtless awareness within yourself. And I'm sure you will become very dynamic, very compassionate, and you can all achieve such a great manifestation of SahajaYoga. I'm expecting in Brisbane that SahajaYoga will spread. They were saying there should be a house. Alright. This should be done, that should be done. It's not important. What is important is you are the house of SahajaYoga. You are the ones who can do it. You don't have to have a house as such. But what you have to have is the establishment within yourself of the idea that you are responsible. You are responsible for SahajaYoga. It's not only to have a membership or we could have a big group of people. It's not that. And I'm sure with this we all can work it out. I wish I could stay for longer, and little bit we can, if you have any questions you should ask me, it's better. Right. No questions?
Could you say something about the right heart?
Right?
Heart? Right heart?
Right heart is the outcome of the liver, mostly. But also it can come from your wife. The way you treat your wife, the way you behave towards her, Or if your wife is very dominating woman and she's caught up with something, you can catch also. So right heart could be coming from that. And as you know, Sri Rama resides there. How much he loved his wife, he went all the way to Sri Lanka to bring her back, and how he treated her, then how he had to give her up because of the collectivity, means the country for the public. He gave her up. All the time she went away, he used to sleep on the ground and he lived like an ascetic. When she came back also, she gave him up. So the drama is beautiful to show how husband and wife, though they love each other, still they only care for the collective. And that's the sacrifice for the collective. But in that, both are in coordination with each other. That's the sign of Sri Rama's love for his wife, as a husband, as a benevolent king, as a son, as a father. He has shown a path of an ideal man, how he should behave in life. So in the same way, husband has to think about his wife. But also I've seen in the West, it is more the women who are extremely dominating and they have funny ideas about things. I don't know how they get it. To them, if I tell them that let the men eat first and then women can eat, that's the greatest insult. See, what is there if the men eat first? On the contrary, if you tell Indian women you eat first, what? They love to make their husbands eat first. They love to cook for him. They love to do things. They don't think it is being dominated by a husband. But it's such a privilege to them. Such a privilege. For example, now, say, I went once to Rauri. And one lady came and said, Mother, on your way, you are coming through our village and we'd like you to have breakfast. I said, what? We are so many people, how will you give us breakfast? She said, no. We are very, very much for it and we'll get you the breakfast, don't worry. I told her in many ways that don't try all this, but she wouldn't listen. So to my amazement, when I reached there, they had taken out from every house all the chairs they had, all the benches they had. Every one of them joined together. And they got up at 2 o'clock in the morning cooking for us. See, and they had cooked so many things, they're so happy. Not a trace of tiredness or anything. Very happily serving to us. They had got those banana leaves and everything, and really all that made me so full. Myself, I couldn't eat their breakfast. It was so much done with love. So that's kind of a woman's real personality, where she wants to show her love. She wants to express it. And her style is such that it works out. And with that, the deities are happy. Deities are never happy with a woman who tries to insult the husband for nothing at all, or nags him, or gets after him. Husband is also another sort of, she's in charge of the husband as she's in charge of the children. Such women also make good families, otherwise they cannot. And then the society. So the Western idea of equal rights, what is equal? I have told you many a time, like a chariot has 2 wheels, right and left. The right, if it becomes small, then it goes round and round. If the left becomes small, then again it goes round and round. But if they are similar, they are not equal. They are different. If the left side brought to the right and right side brought to the left, it won't work out. So the women should not feel bad. On the contrary, I think to be a woman is much better. Because you have to please only one boss, but men have to please so many. I mean, such comfort it is. to be in your own house, you see, and not to worry about so many things that men have to worry. And naturally they get upset when they go out, naturally. They have to face all kinds of funny people. So the job of the wife is to soothe them down, because she's sitting at home. But she's also very ambitious. Now I was told that in Spain the ladies are learning to be matadors. They'll be facing the bulls, you see. With such foolish ideas, we lose our own personality because we are meant for something. It's like the tree is supposed to give shade, but it says, no, I'll have equal rights as the roots and I'll go down. And I will not come up. Roots has its own job, and the tree has its own job. The woman has her own personality, man has his own personality. Enjoy it. There's no domination, nothing. Of course, men also dominate very much and think no end of themselves. That is also there, no doubt. But that should not be done. As a result of that, then women come up, you see, just like vampires, and they put them right. The 3 ladies killed their husbands, and they said that our husband was dominating us so much. I mean, they killed it, and the justice was in their favor. So this is a sign of imbalance. But if a wife is dominating and stupid, then a man can get right heart very much. Right heart he gets, and this right heart, I don't know, I have really shouted at such women and done everything that was possible. I made up a big stories, everything, to frighten them, but nothing works out. Some of them are really very dominating. I don't know what to say about that. That's how you catch on your right heart. You have to take the name of Sri Rama, put right hand towards the photograph, water. Also you can put ice on your liver. Also ice here will help. How are you, Carrie? Are you alright? How are you feeling? Much better. Well, put your hands towards me. What's the matter with your hands? That's it. You think too much. I told Mary not to allow him to think. You stop thinking now? Are you alright? I'm asking her. Are you better now? If you start thinking I'm sick, you'll get sick. What is there? If you start thinking I'm alright, you'll be alright. Now better now, see? That shaking is gone from your hand. Put the hands like that. When it's a big problem to convince you that you are alright. Actually, also I've seen in the West, they talk too much about health all the time. That's not a very good thing to talk all the time. They're all frightened, this water, this thing, and overprotective. Then they come to India, they get something, hepatitis, this, that. We don't get. Why? We are not so protective, we are immune to everything. You must develop some immunity. When you come to India, you get sick. Why should you get sick there? But here it is for SahajaYogis to know that you are already immune, you have got your vibrations. How can anything trouble you or torture you? Put right hand like this. See? Again you start thinking. Stop thinking, do your right side meditation now, no more left side. Left is alright. Better now? They go on thinking, I'm wrong with this. There's a nice story Jerome has written that one fellow went to the doctor and he said, I've got every disease but the housewife's knee. So he said, how is it you don't have housewives, nee? He said, I'm not a housewife. So doctor said that, all right, I'll examine him. Then he gave him a letter. He gave him a medicine. He said, now, in this is the medicine. But you go away from here at least 10 miles, go in a jungle, and then you take this medicine there. So this fellow drove down, and he opened it, and opened it, and opened it, paper after paper, and the last paper came out. And it was written that you are a stupid fool, now don't read Materia Medica. So, this is the situation. And this is how you read about, oh, I must be having this disease, I must be having that disease. So you have it. If you start thinking like that, it works automatically. So, just again, it is the attention towards yourself. I have this disease, I have that pain, I have that, I'm going to die, this thing. As it is the Australians, if you ask them, they'll say, I'm going to die. I said, why are you going to die? I'm going to die. Means I'm going today. Nobody is going to die, nothing is going to happen. If you understand that, then you won't suffer so much as you do. Put your left hand like this, left hand. Yeah. Don't see any doctors. No use. Absolutely absurd for SahajaYogis to go to doctors and hospitals and doctors and hospitals. That means you have no faith in yourself and full faith in SahajaYoga. Come here. Of course.
That is a problem for my meditation.
Of course. See, firstly, you are a liver patient. You are very right-sided. Take treatment from your liver. And just open your heart. Open, I don't know. Just see now. This is how you can open your heart. How you put me in your heart. One thing is good. If you can. Look at the photographs that come in my heart. I'm such a big person that you'll have to open your heart. Otherwise you can't get me in. Alright, so first open your heart. Mother, please come in my heart. Right. You say like that. It's better. Very simple way. And I'm at your disposal. See, it happens because of the past, because people have been unkind to you, maybe that you have not forgiven them. It can happen with anything. And that makes you feel so closed, isn't it? Because of the experiences you have had of other people. And you cannot forgive them. If you can't forgive them, then you become like that. Your heart is closed, you can never be happy, you are very critical of others. All these things come with a closed heart. You cannot feel happy yourself, you don't make others happy. Now how do you open your heart is just to feel for everyone. think about others. See now, when I travel I always buy presents for people here and there and everything. So went to Poland, and there was one shop I used to always buy things from there for all the Yogis. And so third time I went, the lady said, "You are a very, very noble person, I must say." I said, "Why? You don't buy anything for yourself. You're buying only for others all the time, never for yourself." But I never think about myself. But you people think for me. I don't think for myself. Wherever it is, whatever it is all right. To me it doesn't matter. Where I live, how I live, what I eat, I don't care. There's no time to think when you are thinking of others. You have no time to think about yourself, isn't it? That's how it works out. So think about others immediately. Now, a very small thing like that is this. I'll tell you, once I had gone to a shop to buy some things for ladies. I was buying some saris. इनकी साड़ी दे दी क्या? हाँ? दे दे सब. Just remember. Alright. Then I was buying saris. And I bought the saris and put the saris on the... I bought the saris and I was quite happy about it. The nice saris are there and I have to distribute to whom. Should I do this and do that? I was just thinking that. And I just forgot that I have to buy a sari for myself because there's a puja. Just forgot about it completely. Wow. And later on it came into my head, my God, now there's no sari for the puja. Now what to do? I was quite worried about it. And because I always, it never comes to me that I need this or I need that, I need food. Unless until you say, will you have food, I will not say, bring food. That doesn't come into my head. And you'll be amazed that when I reached the place, you see, it was a Diwali celebrated in Switzerland. I opened the thing and there was a sari which I had bought before sometimes and absolutely new with everything. So surprised, I said, how did I have this? How do I have it here? Just couldn't imagine. I would not have put that sari there, it was kept somewhere. I was quite amazed. How did I have the sari? They were so upset, no sari, mother, what to do? Here it is. So when you think about others, you see, this divine power thinks about you. But when you are thinking about yourself, you are extremely miserable, horrible person. Nobody likes you. Nobody wants to talk to you and have anything to do with you because you are so much concerned about yourself. But when you think about others, small things, very small things. Another thing happened that once I went with my daughter to a shop. And I had liked one sari very much. I thought it's good for the evening. We have music program. But I'm rather miserly about myself, so I said, no, better not. It's rather expensive. I had to buy it. So I came home. And it was all right. Then after some time, you see, I think it was some occasion. So my daughter brought the same sari and she gave it to me. I was very much touched. You see, because I didn't buy because I was free. I'm a miserly person that way. So she bought it for me and she gave it to me. And she said, you see what is this sari? Oh my God, I said. How? I mean, it's very subtle understanding of expression of love. I can afford the sari, she can also afford. But the way she went at the same day, when I came home, she went and bought the sari, kept it. Because she thought that it will be sold out. Because she liked the sari, so she liked. That's how you can suggest. Like once we had a big dinner in our house, and my another daughter had given me a sari as a present. So they give sometimes. So that day I wore that sari and she was in tears. She said, you have so many beautiful saris. Of all the things, you wore this sari. Because I said, you are coming for dinner, so I thought it's better to wear this. How do you remember, Mummy, that I gave you this sari? See, just a subtle... Now see, this is just matter. Sari is a matter. You see, it's just a matter. But through that matter, how you can express love. I always gave the simile of a glass being applied with mercury. It becomes a mirror. In the same way, if you can apply your feelings to any matter, it becomes like a mirror. Anything. Especially in my case, as you know, everything I wear has vibrations. Everything I do has vibration. The other day, Brian Bell tells me, I was walking down the escalator in the airport, that mother, all these railings are going to be vibrated now. I said, it's true. It's true. So, with that feeling of love for another person, it's pure love. That is what we should have, pure love. Without any lust or greed, without anything. Just because you want to do it. Then it takes up vibrations. I think it touches your heart. Small, small things like that touch your heart. There's a way of understanding. Now, you are not doing it just to take anything out of that person or to chart that person for them. But you are just doing it for love, to express your love, pure love. In the same way in our married life, if you have pure love, then you can enjoy husband and wife's relationship. But if it is impure, then your eyes are moving here, there, looking this, that. So what's this? You must have purity. Especially love, when it is pure, is so joy-giving. So now you can open your heart. May God bless you. Everywhere, you see, I've seen people like, now see there's a tree is there or some sort of a plant is there which is not being watered. There are some people who immediately go and water it. But more than that is the nourishment of others with your love is important. Which if you don't do, then you are a miserable creature, absolutely good for nothing. You have not used your own capacity to love others, nor have others loved you. It's like this. And you are a miserable creature all over. So what's the use of being like that? As SahajaYogis, you have to be extremely lovable and filled with pure love. Filled. May God bless you. Mark, I wanted to talk to you. How are you? All right?
Yeah, very well.
Quite happy? They want you to come and work here for some time. I told him he's very dynamic, so we finished Dalio, I think, quite a lot. Yeah, done. But we are going to buy more land now there to put up a big hangar for our meditation. Something is that planning, let's see what works out. It's a wonderful place. This is another wonderful place, isn't it? Beautiful place it is.
I'd like to ask on behalf of the collective, in general, after we have a public program in SahajaYoga and new people come, is there anything more we can do to help them establish in SahajaYoga or to look after them?
Yeah, you see, first of all, you should not quarrel among yourselves. You should not try to correct each other. Now supposing somebody is telling also wrong, possibly it's in SahajaYoga. Don't say don't, no, not that. Slowly you can wink at the most at the person to say that this is mistaken. And then you can correct, but not in their presence. There you have to show our innate unity that we have, innate understanding. We should not try to show that this is wrong, you should not have said that, you should not have said that. Then among ourselves we should show respect to each other, real respect. See, some are well off in SahajaYoga and some are not. But those who are really well off understand this. But those who are not, they do this. Like this, they try to, no. What are you doing? Sit there, do that. The language itself should be very sweet and convincing. And among yourself they should see the pure love. Your character will influence them, nothing else. With me, you see, wherever I go, thousands will come. They do, I don't know how. But when they come to these programs, they run out. If there is any person dominating or anything, you better tell your leader and throw them out. He should not be there. There are some crazy also, a lot of crazy. In New Zealand, I think there are 4 or 5 people who are schizophrenic. I think. Poor Hugh is having a bad time. He was saying, Mother, what to do with them? What should I said, what can you do to them? You have to really work it out, and they will be definitely there, you see, to say they are Sahaja. So you can tell another people, no, they are not Sahaja, they are just the people who are there. So that they understand that these are not Sahaja, because they are so mad and crackpots. You should say the door of Sahaja is open to everyone, and everyone comes in. So there are some schizophrenic also, some mad caps, and so some crack-headed, all kinds of people coming. They call themselves Sahajogis, but they are not. From their faces, you see, they can make out, oh, this is a Sahaja. Then some very rustic type of people can come and use very funny language, talk in a funny way and all. First of all, when you are having a follow-on meeting, then only people who are sensible, who are good Sahajogis should look after them. So the leader should see that all these nonsensical people are not there. Everybody should not be allowed to be there. That's much better. Because if you allow everyone to be there, then you will have bad time. So it's best is not to have all kinds of people there, but people who are definitely solidly Sahajogis, who are certified to be good. So this is very important. How you behave, how you are, what sort of an organization you are. If you are a living organization, they will be very much impressed. Then everybody should not talk. Let someone who knows how to talk can talk. The rest of them can help them with the vibrations and all that. Mostly I have seen people who are very forward type. They just over smart, you see. They'll go and talk to this person, that person, do this, do that. It's not proper. One should wait and see whom leader says you have to see and all that. It's better that you show your patience, your dignity, your poise. Then while talking to them also. Now with the same kind of people, those who have no balance will say, oh, you are a bhoot. I mean, a person who is coming there, you just tell him you are a devil. You just go away. So how you deal with them is also to be really practiced at home and seeing that you talk to them properly. They should feel after seeing you that this person is a humble, good-natured, compassionate person. Otherwise, as soon as they'll see your face, they will know he's like any other Australian. So how you treat them is important. I said also, offer them some tea or something. There's no harm in offering something which is non-controversial. If you start giving them Indian food, they'll say, oh, what? They gave us Indian food. Don't give them any particular style. You see, they come with their conditioning, some of them come with curiosity, and some of them come just to harm us. So you have to be very careful. If they have a guru, if they have gone to another person, you just not tell them at that moment. But later on you can say that, I have been to the same guru, I know what it is. Better not. You see, gradually. But that is very important to understand, how to gradually bring them to Sahaja. I must say that in India it's working very fast, very fast. I don't know how to cope with it. And also in Russia. But Russian individually are very good. Even Indians are very good, but also I think the organizers are very good organizers. If you are pure, yogis, they'll make you out in no time. They are quite intelligent, they'll make you out, no problem on that. And the way you show them all the things, join together. You see, that's one thing one has to learn, how to join together, which is rather difficult in the West because they are very individualistic. Everybody wants to say something of their own to show off. That's not good. So I'm sure it will work out. Why not? After all, they all come to see me, so why not they should come to see you all? Because it's a miracle that so many are transformed and realize so. So can I take your leave now? Beautiful wind. Feel like running amok into this. So beautiful. May God bless. How are you? Hello. Here you have to see the Japanese who are coming. They come to the Gold Coast. मसाले है ना, सबसे बात करें. बाद में आके मिलने वाला सर. ठीक है. All right. May God bless you. गाड़ी है? सामान हमारा है. खाना खाएंगे क्या? बन गया थोड़ा सा. यस, काट के. हाँ, बन गया. 12:30 बने बढ़ जाए. हाँ, यस, काट के कर पाएंगे. हाँ, बन गया. भूख तो है नहीं. बांध. ठीक है. क्या है क्या? बनाया भाई तू. ठीक है. भाई ने नहीं फिर बोले थे हमको लाने को. नहीं लिया. जी हाँ. और बाकी सामान गाड़ी में रखा देते हैं. हम बैठ जाए गाड़ी. जी चलिए. हाँ हाँ गाड़ी मंगा देते हैं. अच्छा मंगा. Are you better now, Kerry? It's much better. Now will you please forget that you have any disease? All right? You are torturing yourself for nothing at all. You are such a healthy person. When such a horrible disease is cured, this is nothing. This is just your own. Do some Ganesha's thing, alright? Sit on the ground and say Ganesha's mantra. Also have my photograph with the same Ganesha's mantra.